Oh, I'm live. What's up, gamers? How's it going, everybody? I'm Mr. Shasta, and welcome to Wario Land 4. One of my favorite games ever made, and also one of my favorite speed games I've ever run before as well. This game is hella dope. I've run it a ton, just in general. I hope it showed off pretty well today. Before we start, I'm going to talk a little bit about all the software sets I'll be doing throughout the whole run. Essentially, I do a total of 31 soft resets, which saves about 11 minutes throughout the whole run. I do it like for the intro cutscene that you won't even see in a second, after each level, after each boss, and like before each boss, and also before each boss, like for the door. That one takes a few seconds, but it's, you know, it's important. It adds up. But yeah, I'm doing a lot of that. So that's why you're seeing about the title screen a lot. But yeah, let's start it up. So 3, 2, 1, let's jam. I didn't press my timer. Okay, good start. We're off to a good start here. I thought I was clicked on my timer, but apparently it was not. Alright, 3, 2, 1, let's jam. Anyways, yeah, I skipped the intro cutscene there. Essentially, it's just saying that Wario read a newspaper that he found a pyramid in the deserts, and they have to go find the treasure now. That's basically it. That's all it really says. First off, though, this game has amazing movements. There's a lot of different tech to it in general. I'll be holding R for most of the run, for instance, because that allows me to build up speed. Eventually, if I hold R for long enough, I'll get into this animation here. We call that an R dash in this case. Allows us to just break these blue blocks, and also just generally go very fast without stopping. I also do something called a B dash. I do it off of ceiling sometimes to gain speed, like right there. This is also called a minion hop. I don't do it off a minion run in this case, but it's kind of, you know, hop off an object of some sort and allows us to gain some heights. Just like right there. Saves a lot of time. Each level have to collect these 4 chests. And also Keezer, this bird right here. This little ghost bird. That's how I advance, essentially. This is a bit of a tight trick, but it saves a few seconds. Nope, messed it up. Finger slipped off my control stick. There we go. First try. Heck yeah. Pogs in the chat. If I jump at the right angle when grabbing a rock like that as well, I can avoid the pickup animation. Again, saving more time. There's a lot of small time savers like that throughout this entire run, so be wary of that. Yeah, soft start right there, saves a few seconds, like I said earlier. We do that like 6 times in the run. It's like 18 seconds. That adds up. But yeah, here's the first boss of the game. What we just went through is like the intro level, essentially. It's one of my favorite like tutorial levels in any game. But yeah, here's Spoiled Rotten. Can I get an eggplant emoji in the chat for Spoiled Rotten, as is an eggplant? Yeah, I'm just gonna go over here, just keep hitting it on his back, making sure he doesn't turn around, just like this. 3, 2, 1, and now we're good. Now we can advance. So I can go to any passages I want to out of the 4 that are there, but I choose to go to Sapphire Passage first because it's the hardest passage, just straight up, and we have one of the hardest levels right here, Crescent Moon Village. A level I made sure to actually practice a bit before I went live for this marathon today. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on at this level, especially. Mostly a lot of precision, like very precise tricks. Like right there, if I jumped at the right time, I'd be able to go through the blocks and destroy that turtle, but unfortunately I could not do that. It's really hard, but still. Also right here, I'm going to do this. Gain a little bit of... Oh, never mind. That was a bad cycle there. Normally I try to gain a lot of speed there while doing that, but didn't work out. Is the only instance in normal where I jump off an enemy to... jump off a wall after... There we go. There's only instance in normal where I do that sort of trick with minion hopping, where I throw me at a wall, then jump off of him after he bounces off the wall. It's really tricky. I got a 3rd try there, but it's kind of to be expected that it takes a bit usually, because it's really hard. But yeah. I'm gonna go over here. It's a bit faster to do that instead of just running over there normally. As far as I'm aware, at least. Could be forgetting. See if I can get this trick here. Got it! Nice. That's a very precise R dash. It saves you a few seconds if you get it, because you're able to go through all those boxes super quick without having to stop and break them and like wind it up and all that stuff. But that was super good. That's actually one of the harder tricks in the run, I feel. Just to emphasize it a bit further. Yeah, now doing a bit of swimming right here. Swimming control's a bit weird. You have to like hold down B just very slightly. You can't just like completely mash it. Because if you hold B just a little bit, it gives you a bit more speed than just straight up mashing it like as fast as you can. Oops, a bit short of where I wanted to jump. It's fine. Let's get R-dash right there, then B-dash off of that. If I B-dash off an object, like right there, it gives me a bit more speed more quickly. So I'm able to just get a full-on R-dash and break that blue block. Super good. Fun fact, by the way, I had not noticed until until like a few months into running this game, but if you press B then to the side, you can instantly get off of it. You can instantly get off a ladder. I did not know that for the longest time when running this game, but yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, this game's animations are top notch. I feel like most everything in this game is just top notch. I just love this game so much. But yeah, that's Crescent Moon Village. It's really hard. I forgot to even mention the ghost that steals Keezer, because he didn't do that. But yeah, that ghost steals Keezer, and that's bad. So try to do movement to avoid that, essentially. There we go, it's called Bug Bounce. I have a little set for that to make it work. Just gets you across the room a bit faster, you know? Alright, so Arabian Night has its own mechanic here with magic carpets. Essentially. If you jump, the carpets go up with you, so I'm trying to jump whenever I can, essentially. Just trying not to get hurt on the way up, you know? But yeah. I'm gonna turn all the bees, or all the bats into bees. Actually, where were they before? All the enemies into bees. Then turn them into bats, in this case. Oh, and I got that trick. Ooh, it's like really tight to not land in the water there. That was really good. Yeah, now I'm Bat Wario. This is the first transformation you're gonna see in the run. Wario, typical of the Wario Land series, Wario has a bunch of different transformations they can turn into to solve puzzles and stuff. In this case, that's what you need to do to get Keezer. Oops, forgot. This is not hard mode. I don't go into that wall on the right. There we go. But yeah, that's the first one you see is Bad Wario. Ah! Jumped a little too late. But yeah, one more chest to get, but it's down here in this case. This part is the bee's knees. It's pretty alright. It's pretty alright. Yeah, there's one more chest, and I just do a bunch of swimming right here. All the way to the end. Just like this. 3, 4, bam. You're gonna hear his music a lot, by the way. This plays after you hit the frog switch every time. Just the hurry up music. Super good though, I don't even mind. Alright, now we have one of the other hardest levels in the game, Fiery Cavern. We're gonna be doing a lot of damage boosts in this level, essentially. At this point I have it kind of down to a science. I could damage boost right here, but it makes the level a bit more consistent if I don't. Because I have more health and stuff. So I will not be doing that. The idea here is I'm trying to keep my momentum the whole time I'm trying to like damage boost essentially. So I'm trying to keep momentum while I'm jumping right here so I can go through those 2 lava pillars before my iframes run out. That trick is actually really tight as well. But yeah. We're doing really well so far. It's actually an extra heart to spare right here. So heck yeah. Let's go. And maybe we'll jump off of that enemy right there. I do a ground pound right here to stun the enemy below there. So he doesn't pull out a boulder and stop my movements. And now let's go. Now we turned everything in level from being basically in the volcano into, you know, being frozen over. So that's pretty cool. Shoutouts to that. I missed that heart, so hopefully I don't die. Hopefully I don't die. You know, ideally I won't do that, but that heart's very easy to get, but I missed it. No dying allowed. Anyways, back to the game. Oops. Look at those icicles that can easily kill me. Oh no, it's over. 2, 3, bam. Take you out. That icicle's actually a bit tricky though. All sarcasm aside. It's a bit annoying to get past it sometimes. 420 door, shout out to that. Very good. See, now we're good. We got a heart there. Ah! Missed just a bit. It's fine. Oh, yeah, I guess like a little change between Warland 2, between Warland 3 and 4 is that I think Warland 3 you can't really die in it. This game actually has a health bar, so you can actually die in this game, which makes things harder as well. Because like other difficulties of this game mix things up a lot in terms of like chest locations and like different enemies being in certain locations and everything else like that. But like on S hard, for instance, you start each level with 1 health. Which is just, oh my god, it's so hard. I plan on speedrunning that mode one day though, but yeah, it's really hard, to say the least. It's basically like Kaizo but official. Also, this is a hotel horror. This one doesn't have a whole lot going on. The idea is that you're going through like kind of like a 4x4 grid of different rooms in order to navigate it to get to where you want. It's kind of the idea of it. We're gonna go back to that chest layer, don't worry. It's a little faster, dude, layer. Go back in the Bat Wario. Getting hit by light turns you into, in addition to getting hit by water, like in the previous level you used Bat Wario in, getting hit by lights turns you back into regular Wario. Now I'm gonna do a charge throw right here, then jump. My finger slipped again. There we go. The controller I use for this game is also my Smash controller, so like, it's a bit slippery, I guess, at times. Just because I use it so much at this point. So, oops. Probably new at this point, but I don't know. I'll figure that out later. That's a me problem for later. It's not a now problem for the marathon to hear. Yeah, up here is where Keezer is. If I do this correctly, it looks really cool. There we go, that was really cool. You can kind of skip that puzzle there by just jumping off of the enemy and getting Keezer from below. Now we're just gonna jump right there, turn to Zombie Wario, float all the way down that room, and just get out of the level really quickly. Gets right back to the gang. Now we're on to the boss. This boss is one of my favorite sprites in all the GBA library. Just, it's regular face. This is Cat Bats. The idea behind Cat Bat is that they're gonna go down to the water and like throw out a wave. And when they do that, I have a 2-frame window to hit the bat on top of its head, which is his weak points. So, yeah, see if I can do that. Ideally, I get 5 times, but it's very tight to do so. Here's 1. My average usually is like 3 here. Every time I hit him, I also knock him slightly back. So the timing's a bit different every time, just very slightly, but it's up. Oh no. Yeah, I knocked him back, which is really bad. Now I can't do an early hit for a bit. For like 2 more hits at least. The unfortunate thing is that I knocked him back twice. I'm not even sure if I can get this. Yeah, a little bit off. That's fine. Now I get Cat Bat, but you know what? It be like that sometimes. So don't you what face that Cat Bat? Cat Bat's beautiful. Are you seeing Cat Bat right now? Absolutely beautiful. The second phase, we're just gonna be staying on top of his head like this. I'm holding A and then just pressing down occasionally, so I can get this hit like as fast as possible. But yeah, that's Sapphire Passage. It's the hardest one in normal at least. Ruby Passage is also really hard, but we'll get there when we get there. Now I got Topaz Passage, which is like kind of medium, I guess, is difficulty. This is my favorite song in the game. Can you have Sire please in the chat? I love Toad Block Tower. Also my favorite levels too. This level's just good. got some sexy organ music going on. Kind of the whole mechanic of this level is that you can probably imagine there's always blocks everywhere. All the objects you can break in this level are just blocks. You gotta use that. You gotta, like, you know, break them in a certain way to advance, etc., etc. In this case, I got fired in a certain way. I can fire water in a certain way there, essentially, so I break that block on the way over here. You get this little triangle block a lot faster. Now, there's a chest right here I can get. However, it's a bit faster if I just do this, because Fire Warrior turns into this big fireball once I hit the wall 3 times. So if it hit that chest there, just right against the wall a few times, well, I'll turn Fire Warrior faster. It's just logic. It just makes sense. What can I say? If I hit that circle for whatever reason, it cancels my entire ground pad animation. Otherwise, it'd take a lot longer if I just ground pad, like, fully on the ground like that. See if I can get this. Alley-oop. That was really smooth. It's a bit of a trickier time save, but I've been running this game for years, so it's not that bad for me. That was really good. That was a really good Toadblock Tower. Now, this is one of the most unique levels in the whole game. This is Big Board. I think just in general, and just any 2D platformer, honestly. So the idea is that we're going through a board game, while also going through a 2D platformer. So I'm gonna roll a 6 right here. Now what I get, I'm turning these blocks into solid blocks. Just like this. Then again, a 5 right here. The idea here is I want to get hearts and diamonds. That's what I want, like, every single time here, because they don't waste time. So as you can imagine right there, if you saw my next roll, it's gonna be a 4, so I get that diamond. This turn's a bit tricky. Ah, supposed to hold A right there. Still fine though, still fine. Then 4. Oh, if I was more precise that that hits, I'll be able to destroy a warrior car there. By the way, it's supposed to be like a robot Wario. It's not like a Wario clone or whatever. Long been speedrunning in general since February 2014. My first speed game ever was Kirby Sweet Squad for Nintendo DS. Shoutouts to that game for being pretty good. Pretty good game. A great speed game as well. Yeah, this is the goal section. Just gotta get to the end of the board now. I gotta hit. If I hit the same number multiple times in a row, is a tight frame window. As you see, I missed it right there. But it do be like that sometimes. It yabba dabba do be like that sometimes. But there we go, I got it right there. Bam. Now I gotta do it again here. I gotta get 2 4s in a row. Get a goal! It's like the background's yelling at you or something. It's telling you just the heckin' do the thing, my dude. Like, come on. Just get the heckin' goal, Ray. Yeah, now we got keys there, now that we're out of that room, we can just leave. There's one more chest we're gonna get on the way out, but that's pretty much it. Just gonna go. Oops. Yeah, I did slow down there. Mess with the movement just a little bit. Oops. Come on. Ah, yeah, I messed with that movement too. That's all fun. That's all good. It's all good. I forgot to mention earlier, but I did a little slide there by pressing B then down, essentially. You can do a B dash, then cancel into like a crouch, which kind of makes you just slide on the ground for bits, which is good for a few parts. Alright, Dual Woods time. Here's the thing about Dual Woods. There's this little pig up here. I call him Pig Casa. His name is actually Haggis, but I call him Pig Casa because, you know, that's more appropriate of a name, let's be honest. He draws enemies at you the whole time. Ideally, he doesn't really do that to me, or at least at like a locate. At least he doesn't draw enemies in a location where it would affect me. Ideally, that's what happens, but We'll see what happens for sure. Also, the back of his easel looks like the trans pride flag, so shout out to that. Some of you might point out to me a few months ago while I was writing this game. I never noticed that, but yeah, it looks like the trans pride flag, so shout outs to that. Oh yeah, Cougar, and we're getting out of here. It's a very long escape sequence here, essentially. After each level, we gotta escape like this, obviously, so like... Yeah, this is one of the longer ones, though. This room is very tricky because of everything you have to do. Especially this right here. Jumping out that Wario car is a bit tricky, especially. But it'd be what it'd be. Nice little bounce. Good stuff. Go right here. Bam. That room is really hard. I made it look easy, but it's actually really hard. Same with this room right here, but it's not as hard as the previous one, I feel. There's just a lot of precision in the platform in this game. Especially at my level, because I had a lurker in it, like, more recently. Whoops. I did that completely wrong. That's fine. I had a lurker, by the way. Does the whole section incorrectly. Whatever. But yeah. At this point, I gotta do like all the really fast strats and be like generally really good, so yeah. Yeah, now it's time for domino row. The mechanic of this level is there's like these dominoes that'll start falling down as soon as I go into a room. And I have to hit the switch right at the end of it to make them stop, and also to advance in the room itself, because usually the exit is just kind of blocked otherwise. So, yeah. This one's a bit relaxing though. Thankfully it's faster just to go through this part without, just by rolling like this. Yeah, I'm actually a little bit more tight, because if you mess up at all during a rolling section, it loses a lot of time. You can also like non-lock the path that is faster in this case. The swimming section. I've run hard mode in this game recently, and this swimming section is a bit annoying because there's a fish in a very, very, like, jerkish spots. It's like right before I broke that block a second ago underwater. He's very annoying. I always hit him all the time in runs. It's the worst. But it is what it is. Getting another damage boost right here. Just save a little time on platforming. Able to go through that spike as well. Just like that. Now gone. That box that just jumped on top of is a CD box. You can get those for 100% along with... Yeah, you get those for 100% essentially. Or if you want to just get all the CDs in the game. They don't really unlock like good music or anything. They unlock kind of like memes in a way. But they're pretty good. If you get... So essentially if you get 10,000 money on every single level, and also... get all the CDs, you're able to unlock something called karaoke, which is like a sing-along version of the music you'll hear in Palm Tree Paradise later. It's pretty interesting. I've never done it myself before, but it's a thing. If you want to see the fact that it exists, look at the AGQ 2015 run of this game. Cause like that was it instead for that run. It's pretty beautiful. 56 of myself. Yeah, X is right there, but I have to go down here to get Cougar, and also one more chest. So I can't exactly exit right now anyways. It's got this big old room in the way. It's got a D-boost right there. We're doing right here as well. 2, 1, 2, 3. You actually do that puzzle in the reverse order, because you're supposed to take that that rock down there and then bring it all the way around to the Stroh's blocks, but I don't do that because that is slow. You know what's slow? Failing this boss fight right here. This is Aerodens. Aerodens is the hardest boss in the game. Essentially, this is giant floating teddy bear, but I have to only hit the rats. If I hit the teddy bear twice, it floats up to the top of the screen, wasting about 15 seconds. So hopefully it doesn't happen. Hopefully I don't waste about 15 seconds. That'd be not very good, in fact. But yeah, we'll see. Wish me luck here. This boss is actually really hard. Here we go. Oh. Oh no. Easiest boss of the game. Let's go. That's actually really good. Let's freaking go. Alright. So yeah, Aridin down. We're good. We're good there. Once again, I can't hit Teddy Bear. Teddy Bear is not good. So that was really nice. That was really, really nice. Alright, factory time. Oh, that was perfect there too. Got a lot of speed there and didn't get hit by the piston. When this piston hit the ground, it makes Wario just completely stop its movements. And also, that room kills my runs a lot when I'm on good pace. If I ever get run past Aridin and I'm on decent pace, that room usually kills it because it's very hard. And I'm already kind of flustered from like getting good Aridin, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, factory is really tricky if also from mechanics. Mostly the pistons, I feel, especially in this room, because if I mess up the movement right here, I'll get squished, and if I get squished here, it wastes 30 seconds. It has to float down this entire room, and it just loses a lot of time. There's a bomb path here as well, but the top path is faster. Just look at that. That was some speed. I go to the right so I can despawn those pistons so they don't hit the floor while I'm trying to go past them. Jump over that guy right there, and then we're out. Let me know if y'all have any questions, by the way. This run kind of goes really fast, as you can probably tell so far. We're already halfway through it, and like, I've already done so much. It's a very loaded run, to say the least. At least runs on lurker pace. It's going pretty well, actually. I don't think it can be on lurker pace, though. Because lurker in this game is extremely good. I'm 2 seconds off of it now with my PB. Because Becco's a god. Oops. Let go of down the wrong time there. Yeah, super good. Bam, bam. Toss and Landfill, unfortunately, don't get to hear the best, like one of the best songs in the game. We hear the build up the whole time, but I get to the frog switch too quickly to hear the entire thing. So apologies for that in advance. But yeah, now it starts to actually go. But frog switch. They're turning to Fat Wario here. I think it's the first time you see Fat Wario in the run. But yeah, he just he breaks blue blocks like that without having to go like really high off the ground. And fun facts: if you take a bath, you lose all your weights. Why are more people doing this? Wake up, sheeple! I don't even know. They're running scheme the zips. I do not. I don't like using the zips. They're frame perfect and very annoying to grind out. So I prefer zipless categories. It's just more fun to me. I do run hard mode though, I run hard zipless in addition to normal zipless though, which is really fun as well. However, going between two categories is really hard. So yeah, I do a lot of D-Rust in order to actually be able to do this run today. As I learned recently, I ran this game and ESA together recently, and it was a complete disaster because my mind was all on just hard mode. And also, I was up like the previous few nights because I was running like an online marathon at the time. Shoutouts to Calithon. Yeah, game's hard. Game's hard, but game is good. This is Floor Below Fridge. This is really the first time you see Snowball Wario as well. Essentially, if you go on a slope, you just kind of wind up into a big old snowball. As they call it, the snowball effect and all that stuff. You know, as they do. And be able to break those snowball blocks. That's what I'm trying to get at. This room has actually the most precise trick in the entire game. If I did that like room pretty much frame perfectly up until that snowball, I'd be able to actually get it in that first cycle. It saves like 5 seconds, but it's definitely the hardest level of the whole game, or the hardest strat in the whole game. That's like RTA viable at least. I've gotten it like once ever. I don't know how. It just kind of happened one time. It was kind of nuts. I popped the heck off when it happened, but yeah. It's crazy. I even say as well, but that elevator I just went on a second ago is also another 5-second time save if I get it. It's really hard. But that went well. Thankfully I get a little break right here. Go back to the top of the room so I can get the snowball. There's like 3 chests in this room, and there's like 2 chests in this room in hard mode. It's kind of weird. Hurry up! All right. Just gotta wait for that little thing there. Oh. Just a little bit off that positioning. That's fine. That's what I get for trying to be fast. Oh, I did it again. That's what I get for trying to be fast. Oh no, that guy's in a weird spot. What are you doing? You're not supposed to be there. That doesn't happen. Why are you there? Thanks, Yeti. Those Yetis are spaghetti, I swear. I gotta wait there a second. That's the only bit of luck in the run, is like the Yeti positioning in this level. At least the only bit of luck that matters in this run. It barely matters at all. But yeah, this is the hardest level in the whole game, Pinball Zone. It's also the longest level in the whole game, coincidentally enough, but even if it wasn't the longest level, it'd still be the hardest one, I feel. Just because you have to make all these different cycles the whole time. And like, there's a lot of precision, like how you just like, I guess, carry around these little pinballs here. But yeah, essentially we gotta bring these pinballs into these little pinball carrier things. And there's 6 rooms that are like that. That's the first one, it's the easiest one. This is the second one, it's the hardest one. Oh no! Most cycles. That's fine, we're still good. Thankfully that first cycle is pretty lenient. But this one is not. Ah! I'm waiting. Yeah, I messed up that part, but it's fine. Yeah, I messed up that part, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, it's okay. You know, I can't be perfect all the time. I forgot to even mention it before, but like this game is all execution. Except for like that one bit of luck I mentioned a second ago in 40 Below Fridge. So any sort of mistake that you make really adds up, and that really costs you a lot, especially in this level. It's very easy to make mistakes in this level and just lose like a crap load of time because of different cycles, because of all the cycles you have to make on those like pinball carrier things. Nice, that was perfect. If you had just the right speed there, you're able to actually like pick up that pinball without like the pickup animation playing. It's really weird, but I don't know why it works, but it works. It's cool. Get a bit of momentum right here, and then keep it by just jumping across the room. Let's go over here, avoid that guy. Nice. 2, 3, 4. Alright, Frog Swish time, now you got 2 more rooms. Let's do the thing, gamers. All the pinballs in this room are all the way to the left. I was about to say to the right, but you know, that's not the direction that it's in. Forgive me, I woke up like an hour ago. But yeah. Essentially the path to all these different pinballs are just kind of different. These first two are pretty much look the exact same. Like, they're a mirror. But like, the other two are a bit in a weird position. I'm gonna come back to that one later though. Because the pinball's just gonna be falling down there off screen a bit. Rather, it's not on screen. Or once it comes back on screen. Once it comes back on screen right here. Oh, never mind. Unless it does that, I'll be able to like respawn them and just like make them all go inside. Words are hard. Just gonna drop the pinball over there. Just gonna do that. I'm gonna throw these two right pinballs into these left receivers, or whatever I call it. Go over here. Let's try that guy, throw that at the ceiling, so it goes to the right angle that I want it to be at. Oh no. Okay, close. In this case, I saved these two right pinball things just for at the very end, just so I can keep them on screen, have them like go in like while I'm looking at them, because the pinballs won't go in if I'm not looking at them. Essentially, if they're not on screen, they won't go like in the actual things, so I can't complete the level, and that's bad. But yeah, that's Pinball Zone overall. Pinball Zone's really hard. I've made that abundantly clear, but you know, it's really hard. But that went well, so I'm happy. I only messed up one room, doesn't matter. Heck yeah. Oh, I love the backgrounds so much in that level. I love the backgrounds in general in all these levels, but they really just knocked out of the park of Pinball Zone especially. It feels like you're playing on a pinball table, which is really cool. But yeah. Alright, now we got Cougar Condor. This is the other than Spoiled Rotten, this is the easiest boss in the game, I feel. All we gotta do is just this. I can jump a little bit for some of these different claw drops, I guess. Just to save a little bit more time. Just gotta save the frames after all. I think just the everything in this game is A+. Plus. This is like a top 5 game for me, just in general. I love this game so much. Not only is it one of my favorite speed games, it's one of my favorite games of all time. Second phase is just gonna hit this condor right at the very top of this other condor. Apparently it was a puppet the whole time, who knew? That's gonna do this, just save an egg, get the second egg, and then bam. 2 quick hits. 2 quick ones! Yeah, now we get the final passage. This is Emerald Passage, aka Comfy Passage, because every single song in Emerald Passage has very, very comfy music. So, if y'all are from my chats, y'all do what to do here. Give me your comfiest emotes. Give me your comfiest emotes, chat. Please do that for the entire passage. Oh, so close. If you're subbed to me, give me a Shast comfy as well. Yeah, give me that comf. Oh no. Yeah, here, I don't want you. Okay, that was a bit weird. No, I can jump off that little gorilla enemy there and get right on top of that block to get keys a bit faster. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but it's all good. I'll just hold R then left and it'll work out. Everyday man's in the book. Smoke trees. Dingo screw. Saw that in chat, I don't know why. Yeah, levels. So essentially, Emerald Passage is supposed to be the developer intended first passage you go to. So that's why that level was so easy. It was just hold left, and it was just hold right, then hold left. But yeah. Hellfire Fields also has just great relaxing music. First part of the level, we're just gonna go over here. Then we're just gonna make him hop right off this enemy, just so we can break this block a bit faster. Just like that. Good. 2 quick ones. 2 + 2 is 4 - 1 is 3 quick mouse. Alright, good. Sorry, I'm a little quieter on this level. There's not a whole lot going on this level in general, I feel. Oh, except for that. I forgot to crouch right there, so I'd avoid hitting that bee. But unfortunately, that bee got the better of me. I'll get you next time, bee. Next time! Heck. Oh well. It's all good, it's all good. But yeah, this level in general is pretty easy as long as you pay attention a bit. Unfortunately, I was not, but it's all good. A few of these levels just kind of like that in normal mode, I feel. Oops, I did not let go of R in time. Get out of the way. I need to break that right there. Alright, yeah. Now we're out. Bam. And now we have actually the harder levels of Emerald Passage. Mystic Lake is overall not that hard except for one room, I feel. Which I'll get to that when we get there, but for the most part it's gonna be swimming the whole time. Which, a little refresher on swimming. I don't just mash B the whole time when I do this. I actually hold down B I hold B just slightly every time I mash it. So that I move a bit faster. It actually does matter a bit. It actually does save a good amount of time. I just hold it just slightly. It's kind of like a little run. If you run just a bit, you'll get, or so it's like a slide in a Kirby game rather. If you slide but don't cancel it off of something, it's the slide has a lot of like end lag. So if you cancel off of something, you are able to like gain a lot of speed that way. I'm being careful here. This is the hard room, by the way. These bubbles are bad. If you get hit by the bubbles, they bring you to the top of the room, and it loses a lot of time. The GBA can vote. It's over 18 years old. It's retro. Get over it. That's my criteria, at least. Also, this game was made in 2001, so whatever. That's like a whole lifetime ago for a lot of people. But yeah, in this level is just gonna be like running out of here. Just like that. There's one more chest right here. And ba-bam. Alright. This is one of my favorite songs in the game here, Monsoon Jungle. Also, one of the best levels in the game, I feel. And one of the hardest ones in the run. This first room especially is really hard. There's a bunch of there's a bunch of these swinging platforms just all around here like this. Oh no. Messed up array, but it's all good. Oh no. Messed up my backups, but it's fine. We'll get the last part. Don't worry, there's 2 more rooms like this. It's fine. Oh crap. Oh no. Alright, so I messed up that first room pretty badly. It happens. It's like I said, it's one of the hardest rooms in the whole run. It be what it be. It's be what it be. But it's fine. I gotta wait till get rid of all this fat here, just like that. Just gotta keep on walking, just burn it off and stuff. Alright, so yeah, we got 2 more rooms that are like that. This room is very tricky as well. 2, 3, got it. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh! I'm just gonna mess up all the cool rooms, aren't I? You know what? We're doing that again. I don't care. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That looked a bit better. It wasn't as cool because it was second try. So no PogChamps, I'm sorry. No PogChamps in the chat for that one. But it's fine. Alright, now we're gonna escape of Monsoon Jungle. This part's not too hard though, I feel. But this is okay. I'm gonna avoid all the blocks and stuff. And all the enemies and all that. Make it that. And then there's actually a very quick way to escape that a lot of people probably didn't know. You can just roll off of that little hill right there. And then just go over here. Then if you jump at the right time, right here, you just go into that wall. And just go through this part. Because you know what? Why not? It takes you right to the end of the level. Saves a good amount of time over a normal escape, I guess. Then back in the first room. You also have to go through that little part there if you're playing on hard mode. That's where a chest is. Oh, I missed. Good thing I didn't soft reset. There we go. It's all good. Which just got a sequel. I mean, Wario Shake It came out on Wii in like 2008. If you want another game that's kind of like this, it's a bit more slow paced than this game is, but it's a lot of the same deal. That game's really good too. I'd recommend it if you ever want to play that one. Anyways, this is Cractus. Second last boss of the game we're gonna fight. This boss is pretty easy. Essentially, yo, you want to learn how to do Hacking Infinite? Light punch, medium punch. I forget the rest. But yeah, we just infinite him. Like this. He can't do anything. Three more hits. Bam! And we're good. Now after we get through all the passages, we have one level left, Golden Passage. And then got the final boss, Golden Diva. Golden Diva is really hard, so I hope that goes well. This part especially is really hard though. If it messes up at all, I lose like 2 or 3 seconds. Bam, that was really good. Heck yeah. You're not supposed to be going against the wire there, by the way. You're supposed to be going like... You're supposed to be like on the very top of the last room that I fell down in before going to the wire. You're supposed to be just up there the whole time. But if you time your jumps correctly there, you can just... It's faster. Faster by a little bit. And once again, in a game of like... The game that's like 99.9% execution, any sort of time save is good time save, to say the least. Black kick, heavy punch. Don't drop the combo. I haven't seen that video in a bit. It's good though. Classic FGC content. I'm messing up like everything Golden Passage, aren't I? Except for the hard part. That person I just threw there a second ago, his name is Dr. Scienstein. He's actually from a game that was also made by the same company that made this game. Apparently, on the Game Boy Color in this case. Like a puzzle game, I think. He's in all the bonus pipes that you don't see in this run. There's always different purple pipes scattered like throughout this game that have just like diamonds and stuff in it that you can get, so you can get like 100% a lot easier. Just more money in general, a lot faster. There's a bunch of pipes like that, and he's usually in those, but he's in this level here, right at the very end, which is pretty nice. Shout out to that. But yeah, that's Golden Passage. We out. We done. We got one more boss, then it's time. Just for anyone that's keeping track of that, I guess. I'm the one keeping track of it, but still. Fun fact, Lurker just passed. Lurker in this game is 4728. It is a very good run. I had Lurker for like a total of about 3 or 4 weeks. I got it right before I went to AGDQ this year. It was awesome. Like, I've been running this game for years, and I got it once, and I'm happy. Considering it's being Becco's run. If you know what Becco is, he has like extremely good times like every game that he runs. So, yeah, the fact that I beat him in this game is incredible. But yeah, I'll take that to my grave. But he had to take it back by 2 seconds, like a few weeks later, so it's whatever. But yeah, anyways, this is Golden Diva. This first phase, I'm gonna try and hit these masks before they reach in front of her face. Unfortunately, I'm probably gonna fail that a bit because that's in the first part of the fight. But if I do that, it saves time. Yeah, I messed with the first part of the fight, and then I did that. I'm hacking it, but you know what? It's okay. I'm gonna be way underestimated, it's fine. Second phase here, she's gonna start throwing out these items in like a certain order in this case. Just gonna throw that green ball first, and then this blue ball I'm gonna hit back in your face. Like that. Then this little black egg right here, it's a little tea egg or something. And then, got this hammer, which you're gonna hopefully keep around for the entire rest of the fights. Hopefully. This is the hardest part of this fight. Is keeping the hammer. You can hit the ground there to keep it around a bit longer too. Nope, not gonna hear, it's fine. But yeah, this fight's hard to optimize just because of this. And also you can like hit items back at her while keeping the hammer around. Which is also really hard too. Like I can do it right there at that green ball if I really wanted to, but I didn't want to risk it. That is the thing I could do. As hard as it would be. I'm gonna do this. Bam. Alright, 3 more hits. This is the third phase. Just gonna go against the ground here and hit us. Destroying the treasure below as well. At this point she does not care. And time. GG, GG, GG. So I got some fun facts to run by you real quick before I head off and stuff. I was like 5 minutes underestimated, so we're good. But yeah, you see all these chests right here? This game actually has 4 endings to it. And like depending on how many chests you have at the end of the game, like you get a different ending. We're getting the best ending because I went fast and got all the chests, but yeah. It's pretty good. The ending we're getting is like the quote-unquote the best ending, where you get like a short-haired princess with like a short dress and stuff. The canon ending is actually if you get between 11 and 4 chests, because that's the princess that appears in the newspaper right at the beginning of the game, like in the intro of the game. But she has like long hair and a long dress and stuff. Best part, you'll be seeing her in a second, like in like a minute or so. But yeah, also if you get between 3 and 2 chests, you get a princess that looks like Wario. and like when princess reaches over to kiss Wario, Wario has a very, very disgusted face. And like the worst part is, if you get between 1 and 0 chests right at the end of the game, you get a princess that looks like a baby, and same thing happens. It's super whack. But yeah, I'll get to the credits and I'll kick it off to the next runner essentially. Yeah, it's cool because like at the very end of this game, Wario actually heads off with like all the treasure. He doesn't get destroyed with the stick, so shoutouts to him. But yeah, since he collected all the treasures from all the bosses in this case, we get princess. Wario wins, and she reaches over to kiss Wario. Look at that face! Look at it! Aww. Thank you, Wario. But yeah, that screenshot looked different depending on what ending you get. It's so good. It's so good. And then she just floats up to the moon. You know, as you do. As you do. But yeah, that'll be it for me. Thanks all for watching. This is one of my favorite games ever made. I speedrun a lot in general. Along with a bunch of other different GBA games and DS games and other stuff like that. But yeah, hope y'all enjoy the rest of RETROTHON, and yeah, shoutouts to Wario Land 4. I think personally one of the best 2D platformers ever made, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, bye everybody.